Hi again, everybody. Good evening. Happy Thursday night. Coming to you guys on the Do You Thrive Facebook community. I am Cliff Roy. This is my beautiful wife, Melissa.
Hi.
We are a 12K promoter team with Lavelle and the amazing product that has literally changed our lives. So tonight we kind of wanted to get on and talk about how has this experience changed the way that our relationship and how we work together as a team. How has it impacted our marriage beyond just our health? So if you're watching with us live tonight, we'd love to know about it. Give us a hashtag live and tell us what city and state that you are watching this from, or maybe even country. Yeah, maybe even country. If you're watching it on the replay, give us a hashtag replay and then let us know where you're watching from as well. It's just kind of fun to look and see like how far does this video go.
And pay attention because we're going to ask you to put some emojis down below. You could definitely win $50 in credits tonight.
Yes, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. All right, so before that we can really tell you how 3 simple steps have made a big difference in our lives and in our relationships, we kind of need to tell you like who we were beforehand, right? Yeah. So Melissa and I, we're going to take you back to February of last year, February of 2017, and kind of give you a snapshot of what our lives were like at the time. So Melissa, ladies first, start us off.
All right, well, Mombi doesn't even begin to describe the words or feelings or just anything about myself at this point in my life. I have several health challenges that I have been blessed with. They will never go away. I was at a complete and utter exhaustion state in my life. And I don't mean just take a nap, a couple of hours would get rid of this exhaustion. That's what everyone always says, right? Go get some more sleep. Well, it didn't work. I could sleep 24 hours a day, and the next day I still would be exhausted. I mean, to the point of where we had to hire somebody to come live with us and basically care for me. We have 3 young children, and I don't remember a lot of 2 of my children's infancies or toddler years. And that's really sad and hurtful to think back on. I didn't want anything to do with them because I didn't even feel like I was a mom, a mother. I didn't feel like I was a wife. I just felt like I was a blob of existence. Showering was not even a part of my daily routine because I didn't have the energy. If I went to the grocery store, I was done for a couple of days. Just normal everyday routine things were too much for me at this point back in February.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're out there and you can kind of, what that feels like to be that tired, to be that rough, drop us a 1 in the comments. Let Melissa know she's not alone, that there are people out there that struggle every day to get through the daily routine and to be able to handle that. Now for me, going on at the same time, I was working full-time. I was doing my best to be able to support Melissa as she went through these health challenges and the fatigue and the tiredness and everything that was going along with it. I was also doing master's classes at night at the University of Miami. So there was a lot of night classes going on. So getting home, leaving early in the morning, getting home late at night, just trying to make it through the day to be able to jump back into bed. And so with everything going on, I turned to the bottle. Not that bottle. The diet soda bottle. The diet soda bottle. I use that as my crutch. I use that caffeine to try to keep me going every day. My sugar rush and then my crash, and my high and then my crash again. And I assumed that's how people made it through the day, right? Caffeine, caffeine, caffeine. It didn't really hit me until my boss mentioned to me and said, Cliff, that is the 7th time I've seen you yawn today. Like, that's not normal. Something is wrong. He's like, you need to go to the doctor. And so I did. And of course, the doctor said, you need more rest. And I was like, well, I don't have time for that. So more soda, more soda, more soda, right? So February of last year was just, I think, an utter disaster.
It was horrible.
It was.
So if you can relate to Cliff with his caffeine, basically, addiction that he had, you can put a 2 down in the comments.
Yeah. Who out there is relying on those energy drinks and sodas and coffee to get you through your day, right?
Yeah.
Ugh, that was definitely me. Yeah. So luckily then, we had been introduced to something that we had been saying no to for 4 months. And we kind of were hoping that we'd be able to push it off and say, well, Melissa has these health challenges, so we can't really deal with that because it would interfere with things. And so all 9 of her doctors signed off.
And said, yes, try it, please.
Yeah, so then we were kind of out of excuses. So after 4 months,
4 months,
that took us to March of 2017. So we actually tried these 3 simple steps that had such an amazing impact on our lives. Everything changed. And when I say everything, I don't mean cliche like, oh, my life changed. I mean like literally everything changed for us. So a couple examples we wanted to give you guys tonight of how these 3 simple steps impacted our relationship. So when you feel better, you have a better relationship. It's just plain and simple.
So in the mornings, after our 3 steps that we do every single morning, we do a morning devotional together. Mm-hmm. And we wake up earlier. It's not anymore Jim Carrey from Liar Liar. We wake up happy and excited to get into the Word and do a devotional. And that's pulled us closer.
Yeah, I mean, when you're able to get up every day and you're not grumpy, you're not hurting all the time, you're not dealing with discomforts and aches that you were dealing with before, then when the alarm goes off and we're getting up at 5:30, when, like she said, she used to have to kick me out of the bed at 7 o'clock because I just didn't want to get out of bed, it's totally changed how our mornings start. We're now spending time together and we get our hearts in the same place, our minds in the same place. We get to talk about the day before we even step out of the bedroom door.
Right.
Our relationship is already together and headed in the same direction.
And at night now, I'm not falling asleep the moment I put the children to bed, which is what used to happen. I used to fall asleep on the couch right after the kids went to bed, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Now we get to spend more quality time together.
In various places. So, I mean, it gives us an opportunity to bond as our relationship instead of passing out at 8 or 8:30 at night on the couch, the old start the movie and then everybody's asleep in 10 minutes.
I was asleep before the introduction of the movie started. So go ahead and put hearts down if that is something that you would look forward to or that you are actually being able to do right now with your spouse.
Yeah, so that's a huge one for us. Feeling better has equaled a better relationship. Another one is that our goals in life have aligned, and that's really created true progress for us. And so what do I mean for that? What I mean is that we're holding each other accountable for our health now. And so before it was more of like fast food for me. I was running around, eat, whatever I had to do just to survive. I didn't expect Melissa to be able to get into the kitchen and cook, even though, God bless her, she did anyway. She got up there and made things happen. I don't know how she did it. But
it was a lot of processed foods.
Yeah,
which now he actually eats broccoli, vegetables. He actually enjoys them.
I do. Some of them.
Some of them.
I didn't want to claim that. But yes, I do.
And we work out together.
Yes.
I mean, and it's been fun. It's not just getting us healthy on the outside now. We're actually building our relationship of working out and, having that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so, eating better because we feel better, working out because we're more energized and we feel better now. We've lost over 100 pounds together. And
over 10 pant sizes together.
So in the last 17 months, from that February of 2017 to now, we've together lost over 100 pounds.
And over 10 pant sizes.
10 pant sizes. We feel better than ever. Obviously, that has a huge impact on how you feel on the inside, how you feel or how you perceive yourself on the outside, right. That self-esteem. And obviously, it has a huge impact on the relationship with your spouse and those around you. Yes. So for us, aligning our goals really has created true progress. Where before, we were on that hamster wheel, right? Crash diet, gain all the weight, do something funky again to lose weight, crash, all the weight comes back and more.
Yes.
I mean, if you know how we feel and if you've been on that cycle before, give us one of those muscles. Show us that arm muscle that you understand that having that impact can really change who you are by aligning your goals and getting on the same page.
And then the last big point that we wanted to make was being a parent team equals a closer family. And what I mean by that is when my kids would come home from school, I was at the point of, oh my goodness, they're here. I have to do something. I have to actually try to move and deal with these kids that are mine that I should be happy about. Now I actually get to go out and take them to the park and play these crazy games on, the floor is lava everywhere we go. And, the store clerks are looking at me like I'm crazy because I do that. I jump on the things with my kids. Cliff plays with them. We have family game nights. We go to the park. We go outside. We do things with our children now.
And a lot of that too is because a higher patience level.
Yes.
We feel better. We're not hurting. We're not aching. We have the patience to be able to spend that time together, which of course that's growing our happiness. Being able to spend that time with our kids, which grows that happiness. And as Melissa said, as a parent team, we're able to affect directly how our children feel about themselves, how they feel about us, their behavior, their discipline has greatly increased because they feel that love that I think may have not been as visible.
Playtime used to be on the bed.
Right.
Right. And that wasn't, the kids didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I've picked up homeschooling our kids, all 3 of our girls. I'm homeschooling them from home. And I would have never chosen that. I needed a break. Even though I wasn't physically doing anything before, I needed the mental break. But now I don't have that mental break. I'm with them 24/7. And I love it. I'm fine with that. I'm not frustrated all the time. I'm not. And I'm happy, and there's less yelling in the house, even though they're here more.
Yes.
So, if that sounds like something that...
would impact you.
Right. Put a smiley face in it.
Show us some smiley faces. Remember, keep listening. Keep commenting. You're going to have a good surprise. So, really, these 3 simple steps that we keep talking about have had those 3 big impacts on our life. Feeling better, which has helped strengthen our relationship, aligning our goals, which has helped have us true progress that works and that continues to work for us each day.
External and internal.
Yes, and that's really the big kicker is, starting on the inside, getting healthy, really makes a big impact on the outside.
Right.
To being healthy. And then the third piece is that we're able to work better as a parent team and building a closer family with our kids. Our kids have 2 parents now that have time to spend with them, that have patience to spend with them, that love spending that time instead of dreading that day or that time when they come home. So, there we go. There's our samurai.
There we go.
So,
sorry, yeah.
What 3 steps are we talking about? Well, those 3 steps are Thrive, our premium nutrition system that is phenomenal. So how does it work?
So first thing, before your feet hit the floor, make sure you have that water next to your bed before you go to sleep, and your capsules. We have ours all the time. You take 2 capsules in the morning before you get out of bed with water, and then 20 to 30 minutes later, you take your premium lifestyle mix. And I see that you put a chocolate one up here for us.
This is the best flavor.
No, strawberry.
Best flavor.
Strawberry. Okay. Anyway.
So there's strawberry and vanilla and apple pie, but chocolate's the one you need to worry about. This is the one you gotta watch.
No, strawberry.
Best one.
So you mix that with water, milk, almond milk, coconut milk, whatever your beverage of choice is, just not coffee. You drink it 20 to 30 minutes later.
And that gives you your prebiotics and your probiotics, and that really is what helps that gut health. That's really what gets you going from the inside out, feeling healthy. And then step 3, I think, is at least our favorite. It's probably everybody's favorite.
Oh my goodness, so many chocolate people on here. No,
yes, go
strawberry.
Chocolate. Team chocolate. Hashtag Team Chocolate, you win. All right, so the step 3 is the revolutionary step. It's the world's only wearable nutrition.
Step 3.
Step 3.
Look here.
There we go. What is it?
Thrive. Okay.
So your step 3 is your DFT, your DermaFusion technology. And what this does is you adhere this to a lean and clean place of your body, and it slowly time releases those multivitamins into your bloodstream, keeps you going all day long. You don't have to rely on caffeine. You don't have to rely on junk and sugar and all this stuff that's not healthy for your body. It's meant to be able to keep you going all day long, feeling amazing so that you can get up and do it all over again the next morning. And I'll tell you, 17 months now. This isn't something that just came out or some fad. This is life-changing, guys. Life-changing. Thrive is what it says it is. It is premium nutrition that will have an impact on your life that you can't imagine. So
It's my happy sticker.
that's right.
And our children actually make sure that I'm wearing it and that he's wearing
Yes.
it every single day. They hunt for it. It's quite a game now.
Yes, they make sure that we don't leave this house without our DFT on, because they want to make sure they have the best mommy and daddies that we can be. So the changes that it's really happened for us has been so impactful. There's a crazy difference in who we are now, 17 months later after we started Thriving. And we wanted to share that with everybody. So if Thrive is something that sounds like it could have an impact for you, or it could be something that could have a change in your life, put it down in the comments.
Yeah, contact the person that invited you to the Do You Thrive page.
Exactly. Reach out. We're telling you, there's no crazy contracts. There's no fine print. There's no red tape. It really is, Lavelle is a company that cares about people, plain and simple.
Yes.
They really, we all really just want to be able to feel our best every day and help others feel their best. So reach out, let people know that you want to thrive. Ask those questions so that people can help you. And I promise you'll have a ton of people who want to be there for you. So, all right. I hope you guys have been paying attention. I hope you've been commenting. If you're watching this on replay, keep commenting. We're going to hand out some credits later on in the future in about 24 hours. So you have 24 hours to watch this, comment as much as you'd like, and we're going to be picking a couple winners for some credits. So
Yes.
We love you guys. God bless, and we hope you all have an amazing night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.